Debate is a combination of persuasion skills and presentation skills. Every debate competition has not only the winner of the debate decided, but also individual assessments of the participants' skills called speaker points or speaks. These take into account not only the individual's persuasion skills, but also their presentation skills. Most debate tournaments have awards and trophies for top speakers, that is, the debaters with the highest average individual speaker points. What do I mean when I talk about presentation skills? Well, first is eye contact. When you just look down and read your speech, it's harder to make a connection with the audience. Chances are, if you're not paying attention to the audience, they're not paying attention to you. Get familiar enough with your topic, your notes, your speech through practice so you can mostly talk while looking at your audience rather than looking down to read. Second, gestures. Gestures refer to our body language. It's the way we carry ourselves, our movements, facial expressions, eyebrow movements, and hand and arm gestures. And these account for between 55% and 65% of human communication. Hand and arm gestures are the most common in debate. Gestures don't refer to acting something out or miming it, but instead it's meant to emphasize natural, animated movements and body language that you would see in everyday conversation, and that makes you appear more comfortable in the situation. Avoid using the same gesture repeatedly. Third is using natural speaking style. Natural speaking style means sounding like you're having a conversation when you speak, rather than sounding like you're reading a report word for word. To keep an audience interested, avoid speaking in a monotone. Instead of talking like this, monotone, you want your delivery to be smooth with varied pitches. Having a natural speaking style usually comes from being very familiar with what you're talking about, and this usually comes from practice. Fourth is volume, meaning how loudly you speak. If the judge can't hear you well, you'll rarely win the debate. Notice if the judge seems to be straining to hear you and speak up. Fifth is pacing. Pacing is the speed at which you speak. Some styles of debate, Lincoln Douglas for example, call upon the debater to speak extremely fast. This fast style of debate speaking is called spreading. While it's important to use all of your time in debate, be sure you do it at a speed that's appropriate to your style of debate. In Debate League, we encourage a natural conversational speed, though it's okay to be just a bit faster. Sixth is clarity. If you're speaking quietly or mumbling or talking too fast and the judge doesn't understand what you're saying, it's, again, very hard to win a debate. It's important to enunciate each word clearly, and practice can help you with this. Try recording yourself reading aloud and then work on improving what you hear. Or ask your coach for additional exercises and activities to improve articulation if you're getting feedback that this is a problem for you. Here are a few other points worth mentioning. In most forms of competitive debate, visual aids are not used, and the same applies in Debate League, so don't bring charts or handouts or pictures, etc. When you give a speech at the lectern, avoid holding anything you have to read from, including a phone or tablet. During cross-examination, it's okay to hold something you're reading from because you're standing at your seat and you don't have a place to lay your reading material. It's best to adjust the lectern so nothing is blocking the view of you above your chest. Anything higher is a distraction and further blocks seeing your gestures. And though it's been mentioned in other videos, it bears repeating. Direct your speeches in cross-examination toward the judge and audience. The judge is the one you're trying to convince, not your opponent. Thanks for watching. Access all of our debate training videos at speakersleague.com/debate.